Next up at UFC 291, we have a short notice step up. Darrius Flowers is stepping up on short notice to keep Jake Matthews on this card. So we got Jake Matthews, 18-6 overall, 3-2 in his last 5. He's coming off that bad loss to Matt Semmelsberger. And he's taking short notice step up Darrius Flowers, 12-5 overall, 4-1 in his last 5. He is riding a nice 4-fight win streak into his short notice UFC debut. Jake Matthews, well-rounded guy. He's got solid wrestling, good grappling, a nice variety of strikes. He'll work angles really well, and he has no problem mixing up body shots and head shots. He's averaging almost 2 takedowns per fight. He has solid striking differential of 3-2 and some very real power in his hands. But he is coming off that very bad loss to Matt Semmelsberger. He was dropped 3 times. He was taken down 3 times. He was completely out of sorts and just looked like he just did not look like himself in there. It was bad.
And then he retired.
Situation.
Oh, wait, that was Jimmy Crute.
You know what's so funny? They're basically identical fighters.
Whoa. I mean, you relax, dude. Jake Matthews is way better than fucking Jimmy Crute. Holy shit.
They have very similar style. Jimmy just retired and all that crap, but before that, Jimmy was very, very good.
They're both grapplers that think that they're strikers, but Jake's actually a decent striker. Jimmy Crute was never a good striker.
I thought Jake was going to beat Matt Semmelsberger. Obviously, he didn't. But
Jimmy Crute's got the worst striking literally in the UFC, man or woman. I don't care. He literally does.
We're going to tag him in that, too.
Jimmy Crute's catching strays over here.
Jake Matthews is taking short notice step up Darrius Flowers. This is like announced within the last couple of days. This guy's an in-your-face fighter. He's got a high, tight guard. He uses that to march forward and bomb away. He's going to throw big, heavy punches, and then he's just going to work in a power slam, a power takedown, anything he can do. He's incredibly dangerous, but he can be a bit sloppy because he's just chasing, and he's so aggressive he leaves himself open for stuff. Once the pace actually settles, he's got some solid BJJ to round himself out. Darrius, I mentioned, short notice step up. That is usually a disaster, right? But it's not exactly like Jake Matthews looked great in his last fight. And Darrius could come in with that big power, get a big takedown, have some early success. But I see Jake weathering the storm and getting it done. I mean, the fact that Matt Semmelsberger dropped him 3 times and that still went to a decision tells you everything you need to know. Jake Matthews is insanely tough. I think he just had a bad night, honestly. And a lot of us just have bad days every now and then.
I've never had one in my life.
It's just not in a fist fight. So, minus 300, honestly, feels like a big value for Jake Matthews here. I think he wins this fight, and I think he's tough enough to weather whatever storm comes his way. What do you think?
What do you mean big value? Like that's people should bet minus 300 because it's good value against this guy?
I think he could potentially be a parlay piece, and I'm surprised he's not minus 500.
So my pick here is going to be Darrius Flowers. And
Are you
the only
serious?
thing that really concerns me, and it's actually it really is a big red flag for this fight and for a few fights on this card. Let's not forget that this card is at altitude, and that's going to affect people differently, especially these short notice fighters, and especially fighters that are big, physical, powerful. They throw hard, big throws. All these big physical movement fighters are going to be a little bit more of trouble at high altitude. People are going to be like, oh, they've been there, they trained there. It's different from training and then fighting, right? Once you break your nose in there with the high altitude, once you lose your wind, you don't get it back. And Darrius Flowers is going to be unbelievably live in this first round because, as you mentioned it, Jake Matthews was getting chinned in his last fight, and Darrius Flowers is unorthodox. He just kind of plots forward, but once he starts throwing, if Jake Matthews gets caught by any one of those fists, he is going to get dropped in this fight. The other part is Darrius Flowers is a very good wrestler. In one of the fights I was watching, they referenced that he trains with Bilal Muhammad, and Bilal Muhammad is like, this guy's a really good wrestler, really good, strong wrestler. I think he can get this fight to the ground and kind of a TKO situation with Jake Matthews early, or I think he can chin him and put him away early. This guy is extremely, extremely live. It's unorthodox. It's a little bit weird style, but he's tough enough to eat shots on the way in, and he's got real power. If it leaves the first round, woo! I mean, red flags, sound the alarm. You might bet the other way, but first round, this dude's live, and I think he can get it done.
But why would you think it doesn't leave the first round? We just saw how tough Jake Matthews is. We just saw.
I mean, yeah, we just saw him get dropped 3 times, and if you've seen this guy throw punches, yeah, well, sometimes you just don't. I mean, so you
think
can't
he hits harder?
just.
You think he?
Yes, he hits harder than Matt Semelsberger. Yes.
No.
Yes, and Semelsberger was hitting him with like straight shots, like or just like little hooks and stuff. This guy swings fucking from the ground up, and he's gonna. If he lands, he's gonna put him out. Or he's going to jump on a TKO because he's a strong fucking dude.
I'll bet you 3-1 odds on this, Jakey boy.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Let me request
300
it.
to win 100. Done.
Let me request it.
Done. Go ahead. Request it. Because you're just being foolish. You're picking a fight based on a potential 30 seconds at the beginning. That's nonsense. That's not how you pick fights, Jake.
Nah, he's being live for the whole round, and he's going to get it done. There's no doubt about that.
No, I don't see it.
Nah.
Well, you felt good about that?
Yeah, I'm just trying to get this request in. 300, right?
Yeah. Didn't you just have to pay me yesterday with your stupid bullshit on the live stream? And last time we did one of these bets, you lost and had to pay me. So let's settle down. Let's settle down.
I don't know if I've ever lost.
This is Bo. We were all in the pool together, and I had to leave it to come here to watch you wear sunglasses and spew your nonsense while indoors. Take your glasses off. You're at work. Grow up.
Go ahead and hit accept. I just requested that 300.
Eat shit. Bo, are you guys still in the pool? I regret leaving. This is not as fun as I was hoping it was.
You got us on the TV?
Are you guys still there? What a joke. I'm with this idiot. Look at the glasses. Why are you wearing glasses?
Why do you slam your mouse every 3 seconds?
Mostly pent up rage.
Okay.
Why are you wearing the glasses?
I mean, it's a Sunday, so.
You're shielding yourself from the devil on the Lord's Day?
Nah, you always shield your eyes from the Lord, you know.
Yeah, you definitely don't want him seeing what's going on in that house.